Hey guys, so let's take a quick look into our font settings located within the Flotheme typography area. Now we do have four tabs to the left. One is introduction, where you are watching the following video, and then we also have a separate video on how to add custom fonts. Then we have a tab called generic typography, and here we can make some basic adjustments to our tablet font sizes. And the way you make those adjustments is simply increase or decrease the font size for tablet devices, and this is all determined in percentages. Therefore it's a little bit relative, so you do need to have a tablet on hand to double check the following settings. So once you've made adjustments here, go ahead, click on update, and then refresh your website on a tablet so you can see how that affected the font sizing on tablet devices. Further down, we have options to adjust the font styles for the different font areas. For example, like the text input field font, then we have the paragraph font, H1 fonts, block quote font, etc. So you can simply choose one of the available font styles that we've already provided to you by default, or you can edit an existing font style by clicking this little edit icon. Now, in terms of editing font styles, let's head on over to the customize font styles area, where we'll talk about that in a little more detail. Now here we've listed out every single font style used within our website. Now a font style is basically a combination of a font family and different font settings. Now we can also create our own font style if that would be required. All you need to do is click on add font style, then you click on this little edit icon, you add in the font style name into this top field, then you select your font family from one of the following options, or you can also add a custom font or a Google font. We do have a separate video on that, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, so be sure to check that out if you are interested in adding custom fonts. You then select your font size, mobile font size, letter spacing, word spacing, line height, and in the following area, as you make adjustments, you can see to the right that the word spacing or the font size changes accordingly depending on the settings that you apply within the following area. Now here we also have some very basic options. For example, you can capitalize, where everything will be uppercase. You can have it set to regular, or you can set everything to be lowercase by default. Now we can also add bold, or we can add italics or underline, or all three for a certain font style. That means anytime you apply this specific font style, it will inherit all of the following settings and combinations that you've set into the following area. We also have options to adjust the font style whenever somebody is hovering over a font and whenever this font is active. For example, like within our navigation area, or like you see in the following example, the word active is actually active now. The default and hover are inactive. Okay, so that's just something for you guys to keep in mind. If you do want to make additional adjustments, click on use a custom style and then make adjustments with the same options that are provided to you here. You can also change out the color by typing in the color hex code into this field, or simply use our color picker to adjust the font color. Once everything has been finalized within this area, go ahead and simply exit out of the following settings and everything will be saved here. Be sure to scroll up and then click on update to save all of the applied changes. And as you've probably guessed, within these two areas you can add Google fonts and custom fonts to your website. Going over to quick font setup, this area allows you to make some very basic adjustments in just one click. So if we take a look at the front end of the Asaka theme, you can see that we use this title font here, and this is also displayed as font 1 or labeled as font 1 within our quick font setup. If for any reason you do not like this font, you can simply select a different font, click on update, and then every single area where this specific font is being used, it will be replaced with the font you chose from the following drop down. So this is just a quick overview of the typography settings that we have within this area. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys around later.